A bold red lipstick is the classic statement lip. I love how it looks like on other girls. Like, it's giving girl boss energy, it's giving confidence, and I just love the vibe of a red lip. So when I was much younger, I tried to put on a red lip myself, right? However, I felt like something was a little bit off with how it looked like on me personally, and I didn't like it, so I kind of strayed away from red lips. Only until recently did I realize there are some makeup theory and like applications that I kind of tweaked a little bit, and only now did I realize that okay, actually a red lip is kind of cute. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've learned and also the mistakes I made. And in the moment, it was like, oh my god, I feel like a boss, I look so good, the confidence booster, huge. But as I was like looking through the image, I was like, I don't know, there's something about it that looks a little bit off as compared to, you know, seeing it on other girls, and it just looks a little bit weird, for the lack of a better word. And actually there's a really good point to it, which is my first point is to actually take a moment, step back, and study your facial features. So in the image itself, what do you notice first? My face or the red lip itself? Probably the red lip itself first, right? One thing I noticed about Asian features is that in general, everything is very rounded and soft. Like if you look at the sides of my face over here, this is a very soft, rounded edge to my, you know, cheek, jawline area. There's not really much of an angle to it. Even my nose, the slope of it, it's very soft. Granted, I am wearing like very intense eyeshadow today and like some base makeup and cheek, but even the corners of my lips, this cupid's bow area, it is non-existent over here, and it's just very rounded and like soft. Western facial feature where, you know, the makeup style is like, you know, cut angular jaw kind of thing, you know, and very defined cheekbones. We don't have that. Or have you seen those like models with like very angled cheekbones and it just like cuts in, like Bella Hadid or something like that? Yeah, those are like very angled, defined jaws, and I guess it's just easier to pull off red lipstick. This is a bad example, but if you have very rounded features like eyes even, you can see like the shape of my eyes underneath all that makeup, it goes up and then it goes down. So if we share very similar facial features, one thing I realized that if you put on that very clean, crisp red lip, it's like a 4K HD Max kind of vibe against a very soft, demure kind of facial features, and that's very stark contrast is what makes it a little bit off-putting. If you think that's your vibe, you think it looks good on you, you do you, girl, more power to you, pull that off. For the people who want their makeup to look well blended off, fitting to their facial features a little bit better, I realized that you need to kind of have the softer, blended out lip look. Sharp lines, crisp lines for lippies even, it can throw it off a little bit. Now, does this mean you should never wear a red lippy? No, of course not. So today I'm going to show you how to actually pull it off now. I have nothing on my lips currently. I did remove my lipstick earlier, and then I kind of went back in with whatever excess is on my foundation sponge, and I look a little bit dead for sure. I look a little bit pale. It's a must to wear a lippy for me. I'm gonna go in with a lip pencil from a Korean brand. This is one of my favorites. This is from the brand Lilybyred. This is a smiley lip blending stick in number 3. So it's kind of like a cool brown kind of color. And because the edges of my lips have this very pale ashiness to it, right? I'm actually just going to contour the edges around here. Now you must be wondering, Crystal, we're doing a red lip, why are you going in with brown, right? And instead of going in with a traditional lip liner, which is something like this, and it's like a pencil like this, right? And then you go in, it's a very stark red. If you were to go in with a red lip liner like this, as you can see, the color is very bright and saturated, and especially on Asian skin tones or even very muted skin tones, right? I think it's important to kind of blend the lip line with the whatever lip product. So this is that happy medium of blending it in together. So this is a cool tone brown. You can see it's super stark in contrast. And instead of going in with a lip cream or lip stain, which is probably what I'll pair with something like this, right? I would instead go in with a potted lip product. So this one is from fwee, and this is in RB05 Beauty. It's not like a true red like this, but it's kind of muted a little bit, as you can see. It's still pretty pigmented. I'm gonna go into this potted lip product, right, with the silicone applicator, and I'm just gonna do like that, and I'm just gonna dab it onto my lips. I feel like this will look so much better compared to, you know, having very clean, crisp lines. And because of the nature of the formula, it helps to blur out the lip lines. And don't be afraid to just kind of go over the contoured lip pencil as well. Because the lip pencil is underneath the blurry pudding pot, right? It will just help to kind of mesh the two colors together, and the contrast between the two is not so stark. And I find that the color of this shade Beauty, right, it blends into my skin so much better. It's like a hint more muted compared to something so stark and bright like this red. Like a red, I guess, like those are French girl reds, super pretty, but I think on my skin tone, something like this works out much better. And the beauty of this product is that if you feel that this is not to your liking, like the intensity is not there, you can go in with another layer and build it up. And literally that's it. You can purse your lips together. And comparing this to the previous red lip that I did years ago, this is so much better. Shade-wise and shape-wise, it fits onto my face much better, and it complements my rounded features as well. But if you're like, Crystal, I really want to wear a lip cream or liquid lipstick that is red in color, I'm gonna show you guys how to do that as well. We're back at square one with no lip product on my lips, and you're like, Crystal, red lip liner now? No red lip liner, okay? This we are going to retire to the side. I would recommend you again to just get one of those Korean lip blending pencils. They're usually more muted in tone, and they're just softer, and it looks more naturally contoured. This one that I'm going in with is in number 1. This one is more of a pinkier tone to it. You can just go in like this. Again, just following the natural lip line, not really overlining it too much. Just like maybe a little bit, like half of the applicator or the pencil itself is like going outside of the lines, like just half of it. I have this red lip cream from Sephora. This is in number 1. It's a very popular shade. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply it in the inner part of my lips, right over here. I'm gonna use a lip brush. This is from Rosy Rosa. I got this when I was in Japan. If you want, you can just use your fingers or your silicone applicator, and you're just going to blend the edges of the liquid lip. Top lip and bottom lip, this is looking a lot more softer. Still pretty bright. I don't really like the shade of this on me personally. I'm gonna do the same for the upper lip, and I'm just gonna do a crisscross, like right like that. Like this. And the inner lip. Honestly, you know what this is giving? It's giving 2010 Korean ombre lips. It's the brightness of it that gets me, oh my god. And obviously, if you were to use a liquid lip or lip cream, this would last a lot better and adhere a lot better to the lips as well compared to a solid lip product like this. Are you a fan of red lips? Let me know down below, and I will see you in my next video over here where I will show you how to make sure your base lasts throughout humid weather.